Hey everyone, welcome back to CodeMaarg. In the previous videos, we learned on what joins are, what are the different types of joins we can use. Now, in this video, we will solve a couple of problems regarding joins and understand which join to use on which types of problems and all, okay? Now, let's get started. Now, we'll get into the problem section. What is the first problem that we're going to solve? We will solve show student names and how much amount they've paid. How much amount they have paid. What is the problem? We should show the name of the students and the amount of payment that they've done. In which table do we get students name? We will get students name from students table, right? We'll get students name from students table. You will see student name here. In which table do you see the amount of payment that a student has made? In which table do you see how much amount the student has made? You will see it in payments table. So this amount says this particular student who has an ID 1 has paid this much on a particular date, right? Now you will have to join these two tables in order to see the student name and the payment that student has made, right? So how do you join? You will do select star from what are the columns that we want? We want student name, right? We want student name, and what else we want? We want how much amount they've paid. How much amount they have paid. From which table? From students table. Join which table? Payments table. Based on which condition are we joining? We are joining based on student ID, because student ID is the foreign key column that's present in payments table, which is referring to the student ID primary key column in students table. Student ID. So student ID is equal to student ID. Does this make sense? No. So we'll have to give aliases. I'll give student CS, payments P. Now we are referring to student ID column present in students table to the student ID column that's present in payments table. Now student name is present in which table? Student name is present in students table. So what is the alias that we have given for student? It is yes. So this becomes yes dot student name. Coming to amount is present in which table? Amount is present in payments table. Now what is the alias that we have given to payments table? It is P. So it becomes P dot amount. Now which type of join we should use? Let's use left join to see what data it gives. When we use left join, what does left join says? It says left join returns all the rows from the left table. And the matching rows from the right table. If no match exists, null values are returned. So here in left join, students is the left table, payments is the right table. So left join returns all the records, all the rows from the students table and matching rows from the payments table, meaning left join returns all the students even if they have not done any payment. Then left join returns those students name as well. Let's see here. When you run this, you see a lot of students names who has not done any payment. Here you can see null. Uma, Neha, Aditya, Tom, Rahul and Arjun has not done any payment. Even though they have not done any payment, left join returns, because students is the left table here, and the left table, it returns all the rows from the left table. Now if your question is something like return the student names and how much amount they have paid, return only the student names. If your question is something like return only the student who has done payment, return only the names of student who has done payment, then you should use inner join, because inner join returns only the matching values present in both the table. If student has not made any payment, then the table will not return it will not return those data if a student has not done any payment. So here you now don't see all those rows where student names, the name of the students where they did not make any payment. So inner join returns only the rows where the student has paid some amount. Now let's look into our next question. Let's look into our second question. What is our second question? Show course name and student ID who has enrolled in it. What do we want to see? We want to see course name. We want to see course name and the student ID who has enrolled in it. We want to see course name and the student ID who has enrolled in it. In which table do you see course name? In which table do you see course name? From courses. Which table do you see course name? You see it in courses table. You see it in courses table. Here is the course name column. What is the other thing they're asking? They're asking and student ID who has enrolled in it, and student ID who has enrolled in it. Enrollments table is going to give you which student has enrolled to which particular course on which particular date. So this student ID here says this particular student has enrolled to some course on this particular date. Now what are they asking? They are asking course name, which is present in courses table, student ID, which is present in enrollments table, who has enrolled in it. So we'll have to join these two tables. We'll have to display what? We'll have to display course name, comma, what else, and student ID who has enrolled in it. Student ID who has enrolled in it. From which table are we? Courses table. Join. Which table are we joining it? We are joining it with enrollments table. On which particular condition? Here. What is the common table, relatable table we have? In enrollments table we have student ID, course ID, enroll date. In courses table we have course ID, course name, department ID. So which is our related column? We'll go and see it here. Here if you see, we have courses, we have enrollments. This says course ID is the foreign key, which is referring to the primary key column, which is course ID in the courses table. Student ID is also the foreign key here, but this is something that is referring into the students table. For now we don't want to use the student ID because we are not using students table. So we will use this course ID, which relates to this course ID primary key column here. So what is our related column? It is course ID. This is the common column that we have. Course ID. Now the spelling is wrong. Course ID is equal to course ID makes sense? No, right? So we will have to give aliases. Courses C, enrollments E. So the course ID present in courses table is referring, E dot course ID. Yeah, the course ID that is present in enrollments table is referring to the course ID that's present in courses table, and we are trying to match these two things. Now course name in which table is the course name present? Course name is present in courses table. What is the aliases that we have given to courses? It is C, so this becomes C dot course name. And student ID is present in which table? Student ID is present in enrollments table that we are joining amongst courses and amongst enrollments. Where is the student ID present? Student ID is present in enrollments table. What is the aliases that we have given to enrollments? It is E, so we will be using E dot student ID. Now when you run this, what is the type of join that we want to see? Why inner join? We are showing course name and student ID who has enrolled in it. Let's also see how we can use left and right join. Yeah, now we get this all data. Now we see the data of only those students who has enrolled to a course. There might be students who has not enrolled to a course, who has enrolled to a course. Let's see left join, how this works. So if you do left join, what does left join means? Left join gives you the data of courses. Left join gives you the data of all courses, even there are no students who has enrolled in it. So there is microeconomics course, there is linear algebra, concrete technology, calculus and structural analysis. So these are the courses where no student has enrolled to this particular course. no student has enrolled to these particular course. So left join gives all the data that the courses table have, right join gives all the data that enrollments table have. When I do right join, so it should give all the data that enrollments table should have. It is giving all the data, but we don't see any null values here because every student here has registered to some course. We don't have any student who is not registered to any course. That's why this right join is working, but is not the right example to explain maybe. When I do inner join here, it will only give me the data where only if a particular student has registered to a particular course. It will not give data if there are courses where no student has joined, or data where a student has not made any enrollments. So it will just give only the common data, matching value data. So what was inner join? When we saw inner join returns only the rows that have matching values in both tables. So what are the both tables? What are the two tables? It is courses and it is enrollments. So it will give matching values of only courses and enrollments. What is the related column? It is course ID. So this is how you will do inner join. We saw how to do inner join, we saw how to do left join, right join, and what will we get when we do full join? We'll get like the complete set of data even if there are no courses. Even if there are courses where no students are enrolled. And the student who is not enrolled into a course, even you will get all those data as well. If you do cross join might not be the great example for this, but let's just see how the table looks like. We have select start from, we have 12 records here. We have 54 records here. What is 12 into 54? It is 648. You should see 648 records. Okay, for cross join we don't specify the condition. 648 records. It gives the Cartesian product. But what is the right thing for this particular problem? What is the solution? It is select c.course name, e.student id from courses C, inner join enrollments E on condition. So this is the solution. This gives the list of course name and the students who is enrolled in it. Now let's make this problem a slightly bigger thing. Now instead of course name and student id, what we will do is we will show course name and student name who is enrolled in it. Student name. Now what we are doing, we are giving student id. How will I give student name? Where do I see, in which table do I get the student name? I get it from students table, right? From this table I get the student name. This is the only table where I see student name, right? Now I will have to join students table to this particular table in order to get the student name. How will I join? I will again make it an inner join. Which table? Students table, students, yes, based on some condition. What is the condition? Yes dot student id. Student id is our related column, equal to which other column am I referring? In the result I have the student id. From which am I getting the student id? I am getting it from the result that I have, which is present in the enrollments column. So what I want in the result now, I want to see student name, which is present in which column, which is present in which table? It is present in students table. Now let me run this. If you run this, you see Arav has joined to introduction to programming. Arav has also joined to data structure. Dia also has joined to introduction to programming and data structures. Rohan has joined to thermodynamics, fluid mechanics, Meera to circuits, Karthik to electromagnetics, and so on. You see all the student names. So this is how you join tables. First you joined courses with enrollments, and then you joined the result with the students table to get the student name of those students who has enrolled to a particular course. In this video, we completely understood about how we can solve problems using joins, with join to use and all. From the next video, we'll solve problems, the LeetCode problems on joins, okay? So if you have understood what's in this video, like, share and subscribe for more content. And don't forget to click on the bell icon to receive notifications. And thanks for watching this video till the end. Bye-bye. Never stop learning. We will catch up in the next one.